Just before the video goes on, and I don't want to interrupt the commentary later, I just want to say this is the first game that I played as Maokai tonight on League of Legends for anyone that's actually interested in League. And I really like him, and maybe I'll make some more vids on him in the future on how to get better with him, because honestly I suck and may need some help. But he's fun to play, so I'm enjoying him. And the second thing is that I don't really do commentary, and this is going to be one, but don't expect them every day. I don't talk about certain issues because I don't know, when I speak on some issues on the YouTube channel, it just doesn't go over well because my primary audience is League. So here we go. And if anyone doesn't know, the trailer that I'm talking about, it's called Hatred, is actually going to be in the description below. So if you want to go watch it before you check this out, you can do that, or you can just go watch it after, no big deal. So Boogie2988 made a video about it, and so I went to go watch it, and I was actually pretty surprised. I'm not going to be one of these guys that says anger in video games causes violence, because I'll tell you guys a story. I remember, I'm 20 years old now, but back in middle school, I was the most emo, depressed kid who was I don't know, these guys used to beat me, stereotypical, they used to beat me up every day, blah blah blah. I was the only white kid in a school 800 Mexican kids, and I'm not a racist or anything, but I'm just saying facts. Didn't go over too well, but anyway, over that time, I would go home, and I literally had no friends. I would just go home and play GTA, and I never committed a school massacre. I never had a dream or wrote a fan fiction of me and Columbine or something. You know what I mean? It just never happened. I was just pretty much just stayed to myself and played video games. They helped me get on with life. They didn't cause disruption in it. So I always looked at video games kind of like a positive thing, and they don't really incite violence. I don't believe anything art incites violence. I don't think rock music did it. I don't think the movies do it. I don't think video games do it. It's just one of those things that happens when people really have messed up lives and they never get any help. But that's really besides the point in this. I mean, that's a whole other argument. But I just wanted to throw that in there because a lot of people are saying that this game is going to cause mass shootings and stuff like that. But I just don't agree it's true. The next thing is everyone said they have a problem because they're just they can hear people screaming in the background while you kill them. I just did that in GTA right before I made this video. It's something that I do every day on GTA, and people say, oh, in GTA it's an option in this game, it's made for that. It is true. That is a very valid point. I think you can play GTA without having to really kill any civilians if you wanted to. But I mean, it sounds sick, but who doesn't enjoy, running down 500 people in your new Corvette? I don't know. It's just GTA. But the real crime here is how lackluster this gameplay looks, dude. This game does not look fun at all. I mean, it kind of looks like you'd have fun for the first 10 minutes, just killing people and see how their heads fly off and stuff like that. But I mean, really, other than that, it's what is the gameplay in this? At least it could be first person, it's just pretty much your average indie shitty game. You know what I mean? Not to say indie games are shitty, but I mean just a lot of them don't have the funding and the ideas are there, but really the gameplay's not. I mean, it just looks standard, dude. It doesn't look to do anything innovative. And I think Boogie really touched on it when he said these guys are just trying to cause controversy because their game sucks and they have nothing to run on. What is their primary gameplay feature? Imagine if you went on a mass killing spree and maybe SWAT would come after you, and it'd be like GTA, with the star wanted system, but it would go really in depth. That'd be kind of cool, I'd like that. But it doesn't really seem like it. I mean, they could have done and I mean, I know they probably don't have millions of dollars to make some Activision Call of Duty trailer, but if they wanted to, I mean, to be honest, they could have made a gameplay trailer reasonably cheap, hire someone over YouTube. I mean, this is the age to do that. Say you'll plug out their YouTube channel, they would have showed off gameplay features, cool editing, stuff like that, but instead, you got this guy who is just going to go on a mass killing spree, and they just show clips of stuff of him just killing everything, to be honest. But really, the art style in the game is kind of cool. I like the art style. I like when he was shooting through the window and it busted. It has a cool few details in it, but all in all, the gameplay is not really there. My final thoughts before anyone goes on, do I think it's going to cause violence? No, I don't. I think it's just a crappy video game that people aren't really going to buy. I don't see, they're obviously going to sell a million more copies than they would have if no one had ever talked about it, which is kind of the downside. But I mean, if you don't have stuff to talk about, what worth is there in living? You know what I mean? What are you going to do? This is the kind of stuff I like to do. But all in all, the game, to me, it just looks stupid. I mean, it looks like a lame attempt to get views and fame and all that. It's like, okay, I have a perfect analogy. You know that new AMC show, the network that airs Walking Dead, like the new Kiss thing, right? Like, I remember, I was like, who's gonna watch this show? And like, every promo is people arguing, or like Lost, and people are fighting. People love to see fighting and controversy and stuff, and so that's what they want to see in this game, except these guys purposely pushed it over the limit to try to get on like the Fox News website of like hatred, too violent, and hatred disrupting the mind, and hatred. I mean, I remember Hillary Clinton used to run on stuff like, oh, video games incite violence, and all this game is gonna do is give us more stereotyping, like this whole Gamergate thing that happened, and all these news sites ran with stuff like this. All it's gonna do is bring more attention to violence in games, and this is why video games should be taken off the market. And it's the same old subject time and time again, even though there's countless studies. Go type into Google, do video games prove violent studies? There's countless studies that prove it doesn't. And it's all just, you know, a bunch of BS. But on to that, here you go. It was Maokai gameplay. I mean, it was okay, but this team just kind of got stomped, and I don't even know what I was doing at this point. Look at this, like, I was just typing in game because, okay, Azir went like kind of bad, I guess, but I mean, people are learning champions in solo queue. I don't rage at people. I mean, it's just a normal. Definitely don't go AFK. It's just stupid. It ruins the game for people. I mean, just have fun, dude. He's here learning Azir. What do you want him to do? Go learn in bots? I mean, you're never gonna learn that way. So all in all, don't be toxic. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video. A little out of the ordinary, but I'll see you guys later.